We're going to take you to a festival with all types of Sicilian artisan products, handmade, of course, some delicious foods, lots of tradition and culture, and we're going to highlight the best of the best. Plus, we stumbled onto the Fiat 500's Cinquecento party in Catania. Wait to see this. And then we're going to talk to our friend John and his family about their visit here in Sicily.
And I'm going to be in charge of security and logistics today.
All right, where should we go first? Let's go to the festival. Hand-painted Sicilian cart. Let's see, who is the maker? Chiarenza Salvatore, and he made it in Bel Paso. Typical Sicilian scenes and also very typical colors for carts in the Catania area. Let me show you this. You can't go to a festival without the famous Crispelle. Here are the sfincioles made out of rice, and you serve it with a piece of orange, sugar and orange. Yes, of course, it's right. Buongiorno. Two flavors. Anchovies and fresh ricotta. He fries them once and then he'll fry them again to order. All right, let's see him work. This is Orazio Cordai. Cordai, da dove sei?
Buonasera, Cereale.
He's from Acereale, making the crispelle. Isn't that cool? Oh, another wedding. Acereale, of course, is the site of one of the biggest carnivales, and it wouldn't be the same if it wasn't represented at this festival. I just bought these two. They really
cute. They're from Carcassonne.
They really spoke to you, and that's perfect. Your ancestral hometown.
Different and fun and unique.
Buongiorno, signora. No, buongiorno, buonasera, mi scusa. All types of jewelry. E tu, come chiama?
Ricerdello Antonella.
And she made all of these by hand.
Lui è maestro.
Buonasera.
Lui è maestro.
E tu come ti chiami?
Paolo Cidraro.
Paolo Cetraro.
Maestro Paolo Cidraro.
Maestro da Caretti?
No, maestro di disegno.
He hand-painted, him and his wife hand-painted and handmade all of these
things?
Look at this Trinacria. That is gorgeous. Seems to be wedding season. Here's a second wedding we just stumbled upon, right at the cathedral. Look at this woodworking that this guy's doing, assembling these pieces. Buonasera. Tu come ti chiami?
Monasteri.
Monasteri? Suo nome?
Sì, Vincenzo.
Vincenzo. Now, this is something interesting. That's a jewelry holder. Oh, that's a cool idea. Oh, look at all these crosses, and then you put your keys over there. Buonasera! And he's making it right here.
Lavorazione metallo.
There's the earrings that he made. Everything here is made by hand, and look at the Sicilian puppets. Buonasera. Look at him weaving the basket by hand right here in front of us. This has been quite an impressive little collection of people doing handmade items. And he's making it right here as well. Very interesting items. And here's another guy. He's concentrating. Oh, and here's the Trinacria too. Buonasera. Look at that. You can come here and watch them make everything by hand. Che bello, che sta facendo? She's doing it by hand. She's making a purse. This one's beautiful. Sicilia, the Trinacria. Take a look at these scenes. Orazio Cordai is the guy we just interviewed. Black chichi beans, which is chickpeas.
Oh, really?
Yep. There's dried, all types of dried. There's fava beans, olives. That's the normal.
Lentils, yeah, that's
Chichi beans. And those sun-dried tomatoes. Feast your eyes on this ginormous piece of walnut. Of course, from Etna.
Smells delicious.
Oregano, sun-dried tomatoes, olives. Buongiorno, look at the capers. Anchovies. Rosemary, oregano. Right, she's making the crepe over there, and then she'll put either Nutella or white chocolate. Look at those donuts. I wish you guys licorice. Oh, you wish you guys could smell this licorice. Yum. Marshmallows.
Thumbs up, man. We only could stay till closing.
What do you think about today, Ali, and this festival?
Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the churches, the basilica, and the beautiful women.
Gail, what did you enjoy?
It's gorgeous. The churches, we saw 2 weddings, really beautiful.
What about the festival?
And the festival, some beautiful artisan work, just gorgeous.
Beautiful, wonderful, lots of great artists here.
And you had a great swim.
I had a great swim in the Ionian Sea today.
See,
Lovely.
she learned that today. And on the other side is?
The
Tyrrhenian.
not Mediterranean, Tyrrhenian.
And let me see your arm because she
I
got bit by a
jelly-
Medusa.
By a Medusa, but it's okay. It didn't ruin the swim. It was Lovely. Clear, beautiful, salty, lots of sea life, but it was perfect.
And we're sitting right over here. Look at that. This is exactly what Alfred wants to do. He wants to get one of these trucks and drive around town. So, what does it feel like being back in Sicily? It's in your blood.
Good. Feels good. It's beautiful. It's much prettier than I remember.
You were here 20 years ago. You've seen a lot of changes.
I have. It seems, just seems like they've definitely cared for things a bit more and have, a little more pride in the streets and in the buildings and the stores. It's lovely.
Let me see. Now you're taking Alfred's job here. Ricorda. Although I have to tell you, what do you think?
Gone to heaven.
But
So
listen.
almost orgasmic.
Okay, but we have to take you to Extra, where's the best.
Okay.
So what do you think?
How can you go wrong?
We get the puccini, mushrooms, and the melanzani, eggplant, rucola, and the margarita. And everyone's happy with their drinks. Manja, ching ching. Mid-September, and look at this Ionian Sea. What do you think as you're looking out here at the Ionian Sea?
The very, very best. Wish we could stay an extra month already. This is just wonderful. What a treat. You promised us a swim. This is a great swim. My first time in the Ionian Sea. Wow.
First time, and this isn't your first time in Sicily.
No,
Second
it's my
time.
Third time.
Third time and first time
maybe
swimming.
Fourth time. I'm not sure.
It's invigorating, isn't it?
There's nothing like an ocean swim to do that.
How does it feel to be in your ancestral home again?
Very, very emotional to know that both my parents' ancestry is Sicily, and being a first generation, Sicilian American is even more special. To come back and eat the foods that I grew up on here in Sicily, it's a special treat, especially with my wife and my daughters. Makes it even better. Tasty, more tasty.
It's been a remarkable season of festa. This year alone, we took you to the festival of San Giovanni Battista. We took you to San Antonio in San Antonio. That was a really cool one. We took you to the Anchovy Festival. And do you know there's a meatball festival?
There's a meatball?
There's a
There's a
meatball.
festival. A meatball
And
festival. No, I didn't know that there was
And
a
I'm sure this
meatball.
won't surprise you, but there's a scacciata and pizza festival. The pistachio festival's coming up. The couscous festival.
In San Vito.
San Vito Lo Capo.
Now, that
September's
one's a
a
big
good
take.
month.
That's a big take. Also today, today which we didn't film, was the memorial, so to speak, for the three saints, Affio, Philadelphia, and Torino.
In Acciaiale?
In Acciaiale.
How come now?
Thousands of people there admire and what's the word I'm trying to say? Thousands of people and thousands of families have
Are
the three
devotees.
saints as an integral part of their devotion, seriously. And those who came from Acciaiale back into the United States have carried it too.
Today.
Yeah.
Hey, how was
also,
Yeah?
Sant'Alfio. There's a lot of places that have festivals to commemorate the three brothers. who
Now,
were
I know
martyred.
you've been talking to your brother about the festival in Lawrence that happened over Labor Day and was a very successful one, as I hear.
Tens of thousands of people went, because they were cooped up since 2019 because of the COVID, but it was one of the most successful festivals. I also want to give a shout out, if I may, to the new president. This was his first festival. He happens to be my cousin and my brother's cousin, Tony Parmesano. was a big undertaking, and I had
Cool.
reports back. My cousin Tony did a great job. I heard it was the best festival in the last 35 years.
That's
So-
awesome.
And next year is going to be the 100th.
And you're going back, right?
I'm going for that one.
All
that's
right,
for sure.
so some of you guys may know that I'm obsessed with Fiat 500, but not all Fiat 500. It has to be a red and a convertible Fiat 500. So John, who's visiting here with his family, has been talking about, Esther, you need, he took a picture actually of a Fiat 500 in Rome and sent it to me, and he said, you got to take a picture of yourself as sort of put it on there. What is it called when you fake put a picture on there? And so he's been talking about it, Fiat 500, Fiat 500. So on the way back from Catania the other day, after our tour of Catania, we stumbled on the Fiat 500 Club's gatherings as they were getting ready to go to Piazza Università to do a whole day there. Not really sure what they do, but it was so cool. Take a look. Here they're calling it the Ferrari without the taxes. Look at all these Fiat 500s. The Fiat 500 Club of Italia is gathering right here outside of Catania. This is the 16th annual gathering. Now they're going to Piazza Università. Look at Rebecca and John and Andrea and Gail. What a treat!
Only for you. We planned this, a surprise.
Oh, they planned this all right.
Look at it.
Probably about 100 Fiats, every type of color. They're all heading to Piazza Università here in Catania to have a little display. And this right here is my favorite one, hands down. Grazie mille. I got to sit in it too. Gathering. How fun was that? That was a huge treat.
How hard it was for us to plan this for you.
You did a great job. Cinquecento. We actually did a video of a man who restores Fiats. Volcano Restoration is his name. Very cool.
I was just down there seeing my friend Cologio, this the Fiat place that he puts them together.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy one of those vehicles that you saw in the video for between 7,000 and 10,000 euro, and then you transport it back to the States, which is now about 3,000 or 4,000. So for under 15,000, and you want to know something? If you wanted to modernize those things, you could. You could put an air conditioning unit in those things now if you wanted to, or
No, I
you can
like
put
those.
down electric windows too.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow.
Convertibles.
No,
electric
half the
convertibles.
fun is doing, pulling down the window with your hand. So,
Fiat, do you know what it stands for?
fix it again, Tony.
Fix it again,
And who
Tony.
taught me that? This one.
Sure, it doesn't really stand.
All right.
stand
In
for that.
other news, we have some incredibly good news to tell you about our Sicilian Project, which is our nonprofit. We're back at it, and we're going to be doing classes all over Sicily and some of other exciting news, Alfred.
Well, this year, I and Esther and our board decided to bring in some blood, new blood, that, delegation is what you're supposed to do. So we brought in our Stefania as my executive assistant, and she's done a great job. And the first place that we had her tackle successfully, I may add, is the sanctuary of the Madonna della Catania, Catania,
Catania.
excuse me, where I'm very pleased to announce we are in the process of wiring €1,000 to the Ukrainian family that's over there, in addition to
That the parish is hosting.
in addition to making preparations for 2 classes over there too, including the Ukrainians. And listen to this: Professor Rosario Ferracci from the University of Catania has jumped in. Remember I was complaining about Sicily last week, about the road sign, the lack of signs? Well, Stefania and Professor Ferracci are helping us, the Sicilian Project, get the wheels, which go very slowly in Sicily, moving to put a sign there to honor the veterans, the brave souls.
And it's
so
just
you
in
can find
case, so
where
wait
the
a
armistice
second.
was
So
signed.
just in case you didn't see that video, Sicily, on September 3rd, 1943, that is where the World War II armistice was signed between the Allies and Italy. So it is a very historic town, and there's no signs that say this is, well, there is a little plaque, there is a little plaque in one of the piazzas off the main road, but as you enter town, there's nothing that says this is one of the most important towns. So we decided to help fundraise and put a plaque there. What do you think? The SicilianProject.com is how you can help.
Professor Ferracci is reaching out to a colleague of his. You didn't know about this. I forgot to tell you. At the University of Palermo, who's going to be helping us too.
Because we were also talking about Himera Termini Emeresi, the site of one of the most important battles. There's the Temple of Victory. And as you drive by, it doesn't say anywhere, this is one of the most important areas in history. You just drive by and there's a restaurant. There's a sign for the restaurant. And in front of the restaurant is a beautiful temple with an archaeological museum inside. So that's what we've been up to with the Sicilian Project.
It's been very busy. We also have programs thanks to Dr. Rosemary Ferdinand and Stefania's and Mata is helping us out in the Enna area. Stefania is working on another project at Aci Castello.
So
am I correct?
A very
So we have a
good
lot
time.
of things in the fireplace, or not in the fireplace, in the fire. Excuse me, E.
In the oven.
In the oven. Yeah. That are now at various stages of being
And we could not
baked.
have done it without your generous help. So we thank you, thank you, thank you. Now listen to me for a second.
Shoot.
John has been saying that we need to restart our Ancestral Hometown series. And for those of you who don't know, our Ancestral Hometown series is where you sponsor a video and we go to your ancestral hometown and we dedicate it to someone. In the past, these pieces have been incredibly touching to a lot of people who have perhaps dedicated or given it as a birthday gift to an elderly mother or grandmother or something like that. And we literally go to the town, and if there's a family that you have there or a business over there, go knock on the door, as we have done before, and interview them and put it on the piece. So if you're interested in that, we're not going to start that till after November, but I want to plant the seeds for that. And you know, one of the things that's so interesting through the Ancestral Hometown series, we've really gotten to go to out of the main street places, definitely non-touristy places that we've never even heard about. And, you know, I think it's really enriched our lives in terms of the knowledge of these little towns and what an incredible connection they have to people in the United States, to people in Canada, Australia, Argentina, Brazil. So it's a very good thing. It's a win-win kind of project.
Showing Sicily to the world is really beginning to yield results. Catania Airport over here, I was just reading in the paper,
Packed.
was the busiest airport to receive in-country flyers.
I've
in
been there
all of
3
Italy.
times this month alone,
It's been
and
packed,
it
as
is
they say.
pack it.
Okay, for you folks who are planning on traveling this year, in September typically, and October, by the way, the waters are much warmer than they normally are because of the heat, which means that close to the shore when you're swimming, you can get bit by a jellyfish. Here they call them medusa, and they sting. They bite, and there's been many of our clients over the years who have jumped in the water, and
Me included.
5 minutes later they get bit, and what happens is it's irritating. So what should you bring as a precaution when you go swimming in September and October, and also in August in certain
I was going to
parts?
say August.
You need to bring some cortisone cream. Bring it from the States, because the States sell 1%, not a 0.5%, and also some hydrogen peroxide. All right, acqua oxygenata.
Or you can get that at the
You can get
pharmacy
this at
here.
any pharmacy. Those are the things that you just throw in your bag and you have, because right now it's been so hot. You just want to jump into the water to cool off or warm off, because they're saying right now the water is come brodo. It's like soup.
Rebecca, John's daughter, got bit, and I was telling her my very first year I was swimming in August and I got bit, and boy, that was itchy. It was first very painful and very itchy. All right, so there you go. That's our show for today. Hope you enjoyed it. We thank you for sticking around here, and we'll see you on another video of You, Me, and Sicily. Arrivederci.
What do I usually say?
San Benedict.
Sa benediga. Ciao.
Ciao.